Hey everybody, I'm Griffin here. We are ready. We are ready to escape from Mars. It went up to 12%. I don't think we're going to get it below 10. I'm not terribly worried about it. It was a nice goal, but because the game doesn't really... Like, I think we reached what is effectively an all-time low. I didn't repair my battle suit. Uh-oh. I'm sure we'll be fine. The EVA isn't actually that bad. We're gonna use pistol to clear. I am gonna have to come back. This is one floor, so 20% shouldn't be too terrible, but it is going to be difficult. I don't know, is that already 17 that we're at now then? $16? No, okay, so it's more than that. Here it's not a one-to-one. I also don't know if the size of the thing influences how infected it is. That I can't go through there. That chair is still having a field day. Just gonna go for a nice stroll, nice relaxing stroll. Looks very red. Oh, it's the extra EVA suit. Those are heavy, turns out. It's like 55. Oh, come on. There we go. I also think the EVA suit's not going to have nearly as many slots, which is going to mean I probably throw out the grenades. Or the power pack. I don't know if I need that many power packs, but... goodness knows, I'd like to have spares. See, that looks like a door. I kind of want to put on the EVA suit and go out. Oh, whoops, that was already open. I'm dumb. 6%. Don't worry about me fat fingering the living hell out of all of that. Right, that's where we were. Did already check that. Okay, 1%. We are at 10% global infection rate. I will friggin' take it. Alright, let's get out. Let's go. How do I get into this thing? Alright. Time to get the hell out of here. Yeah, airlocks. And away we go. Achievement unlocked. The escape.
After a short cruise, I made it to Mars Orbital Station. As I approached, a hail request lit up on the screen. A young man in a uniform suddenly appeared. Was he a soldier? Maybe Mars security? He asked for my name, and I hesitated. I am a murderer, after all. His eyes narrowed. His face slowly became a scowl. He was judging my sentence. Before I said a word, he cut the transmission. An ion cannon lined up with my shuttle, firing 2 blasts towards me. The first missed, but the second hit the shuttle square in the portside engine. The explosion ripped the ship in half. A flood of red warning lights swept.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to put on the EVA suit.
I barely made it to the escape pod. I didn't even have time to eject. The force of the explosion propelled me away. Christ, I almost made it. I almost made it. Now, I'm aimlessly floating through space. Adrift. Forgotten.
Seems like I was out for a bit. Feels like it's spinning. I guess it's a good sign that I haven't died yet. I still remember that man's face just before he shot me down. They must have been waiting up there. But why? And why haven't they sent help? I guess I must have landed. All the monitors are on the floor. I guess I took a tumble on the way back down. I'm a little beat up, but the seat's harness must have kept me from slamming around the pod. According to the diagnostic, life support's been knocked offline entirely. I guess it's a good thing I followed safety protocols. Navcom's displaying an error. It looks like the pod was trying to get as close to MPO as possible, but it went off course a little at some point due to mechanical failure. Ow, man, I could use an aspirin. Shit. Okay, I can't actually hold that. Weighs 6 kilograms? Jesus. What am I going to spare that weighs 6 kilograms? Guess I'm just going to have to make another one. Oh, right, mobility is low. Don't actually have any nav. Really should just walk. The difference between walking and running is pretty much non-existent. There we go, we found something. Just have to get up there. Nope, that is in fact blocking our way. So, yeah, that guy's a dick. I don't know if I don't know exactly what I expected, I'll be honest. Okay. That's a little bit not as well defined as I would like it. Man, what a mess. The pod was trashed from the landing. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I can see MPO, but I'm not really sure what side I'm looking at. It's only a few kilometers away, but how the hell am I ever going to get back inside? I don't ever recall seeing an airlock in most districts, but there's got to be some other way in. Maybe an access hatch or some sort of maintenance area? Not entirely sure, but it looks like there's some kind of structure between me and MPO. It's small, though much smaller than any of MPO's domes. It could be some sort of service elevator. I'm not really sure why there'd be one out this far, but I don't really have any other option. Worst case scenario, there might be a terminal I can access. Let's let that stamina build back up. Nope, can't sneak through here. I'm gonna wish I had that battle suit. It's my prediction. Looks like this was just designed to be one big maze. This is basically a check. Do you have good stuff? Oh, come on. Okay, never mind. I can't walk through. See, yeah, I guess that's probably my biggest critique, is I'd like to be more clear when you can and can't make it through somewhere here. Oddly enough, it doesn't look like it's the thermals that are going to kill me. Don't think I can interact with that. We're fine, like we're set, so. Also, I honestly didn't expect there to be a shit ton of Mars rocks hanging out on Mars. What is this place? Wow, what is this place? A corpse was on the ground. I recognized the uniform. Mars security. Something was different, though. He wasn't wearing the regular name tags most guards do. He might be dead, but maybe his belongings can tell me something. This guy didn't have a whole lot on him, but he did have a badge in his pocket. Mars Security Division is written across the front. Bodyguard written underneath MPO's seal. A bodyguard? Out here? I can't think of anyone else that would need bodyguards except for, well, my old boss, Jeff Murray. This has to be Murray's mansion. I heard a rumor, but it was outlandish. Secret tunnels, private trams, teams of personnel that worked behind the scenes. It made Murray sound less like an entrepreneur and more like a villain from a secret agent movie. Raskowitz used to brag about being invited here, but no one ever believed him. I guess it wasn't so far-fetched. There wasn't any shuttle on the landing pad outside. Okay, that's where we were. He has to have escaped by now, but this bodyguard probably died escorting him out. Whatever this is made it all the way here, too. I wonder if there's anything here that will explain what the hell happened. Maybe I can find another way off Mars. Yeah, my mobility is ass. I really wish I had my battle suit. You know, for this being a mansion, it looks pretty shit. Looks like no one survived here either. That one hurt. I'm tempted to go back for my battle suit. Like, seriously tempted. Okay, so that's what we gotta find. Is a key card. Look, I got this. So slow. I forgot what it's like to be this slow. I mean, thing is, there could totally be stuff in these. Okay, I probably need to check some desks. To make sure that it's not here. Open the door all you like, Sunny Jim. He came from all the way over there. Being out of stamina there is what got us hit. West's notes. Huh. These are all my notes. West's research is on the front. Everything's in here. They even have the research proposal I sent Murray before he invited me. They highlighted a few things and wrote notes on the bottom. Alzheimer's is caused by neurotoxic plaques that adhere to brain plaques that adhere to brain tissue. This is treatable with ultrasound, and even for patients at risk, getting an ultrasound once every month or so can manage the disease. Jennifer, however, is different. She needs to be constantly exposed to ultrasound in order to keep the disease at bay, which isn't possible. Overexposure to ultrasound can be just as harmful as Alzheimer's. Nanomachines are a non-invasive way to deal with the problem. They could directly manipulate plaques that have already formed and prevent new ones from starting constantly, without interfering with the brain's functions. I plan to design them to reproduce autonomously by harvesting carbon and copper from the bloodstream, ensuring that the effect would be permanent. I'm confident I can adapt these nanomachines for other diseases and purposes once I'm finished treating Jennifer. Follow specifications. Specifications. Wait, I remember this. These were some of the last notes I wrote down before I was thrown in prison. Something's wrong with the current code. The nanomachines are improperly handling... Oh no. We caused this. Handling instructions and erroneously mending tissue. Even worse, when there are no plaques to destroy, they tear into other tissue to make busy work. It's time to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to extensively scale back the capabilities of the nanomachines and remove the self-replicating aspect. It's much too dangerous and would be better to re-administer the nanomachines after they wear out, should something go wrong. There's nothing of note in this one. Finish the project. If you can't, you'll end up as West's roommate. Oh, lovely. Okay, so yeah. It wasn't... We were experimenting. And by we, I mean... Yeah. We were experimenting with the nanomachines. I'm gonna go clear. We can't open this, yeah? Yeah. We don't have that key card. Give me a fabricator, please. I want to make a battle suit. I didn't need an extra one of these. Thank you. I probably should rest. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. Okay, I can't look at that while we're sleeping. Oh man, this turned out to be... I kind of was expecting something like this. Maybe not explicitly this. I was more expecting having to fight through the station. Actually, I'm an idiot. I realized I'm an idiot. I could have made it with the battle suit's mobility. That's right. I'm doing the stupid thing. I'm going back for the battle suit. It has enough life support that we should be fine. Like, we should be 100% fine. This is, like, actively bad. We're pretty much out of energy. The other thing is that I can carry the Eva suit once I load everything up in here. Like, that's the thing that it doesn't tell you, is that the suit holds weight. It holds the weight of everything that is in its slots. So while this has improved life support, which is all fine and dandy. Is there? I'm pretty sure there's no way out over here. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure the extra speed makes up for the difference. I also don't think we need the flashlight. I should have just stuck with my gut. Okay, it got really dark out here all of a sudden. Oh, it's nighttime, isn't it? Nope, we haven't gone that way. I can tell because I was digging into the map. I'm not trying to find my crashed ship. Okay. I got an itch on my arm. Just look at how much faster we go. Oh gosh, my health is actually draining. Am I gonna make it? So yeah, if you don't have the Eva suit on, it kills you. And very quickly, I might add. Bullshit. I made it. I made it. I made it, by the way. I'm going with the autosave. The question is, where did it autosave me? Right here. Alright, so I did kind of stand around. So here's the funny part, though, is I'm pretty sure I fit through a hole that you couldn't otherwise, or that you couldn't fit through with the Eva suit on. Or Eva, what is it? E-Ava. I'm calling it an Ava because I enjoy watching Neon Genesis Evangelion. So I'm gonna sit around and make sure I get all my stamina back. Maybe I'll read the phone call while we're doing that. Seems like it would be a good time. Yeah, this gap. I could not fit through this gap. Actually, no, wait, you totally can. No, you can't. And yet I totally did. While wearing the other suit. While wearing the battle suit. I feel like that's worth pointing out. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure my stamina's at full so I can run as far as possible. It appears as though there's more than one way. Oh my gosh. To skin the cat, as it were. Yeah. There's more than one way to get over there. If I had not hesitated to try and switch suits, I would have made it. That's the dumb part. Or the dumber part, I suppose. Also, if I start a med kit right away, I believe my chance of survival will go up. I feel like it drains relative to how close you are to the end. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's actually mechanically how it functions. Alright, so while we wait here, let's read the phone call. Hello, Dr. West. I've heard a lot about you. Hello, Mr. Murray. Thank you for the invitation. Not at all, kid. So tell me about this research you have proposed. You mentioned you have a way to create nanomachines that can indefinitely inhabit the body. What are you planning to do with something like that? Well, Mr. Murray... Oh, no need for that, kid. Jeff is fine. Oh, sure. Well, Jeff, my wife has a disease I don't know how to fight without constant maintenance. She has Alzheimer's. Can't you just do ultrasound? I mean, I've done it. Works wonders. Unfortunately, she'd have to be in ultrasound indefinitely. She needs constant maintenance. Nanomachines could solve this problem in theory, but I can't move past just proposing it. It'll take a lot of money, a lot of test material, and everything about it is controversial and illegal. I'm probably already being monitored just talking about it over the phone. I understand entirely, Dr. West. We can continue this conversation through a VPN link to my Earth offices. Please head over there tomorrow and check in at reception. I think I can help you and your wife. Really? Thank you, Jeff. I'll be over first thing tomorrow. Glad to hear it, kid. Don't keep me waiting. So first off, let's make sure that we're golden here. Let's drink some Windroid. That is some high quality drugs. That's all I have to say about that. Zoom. Zoom, motherfucker, zoom. Alright, we got our battle suit. Yeah, see, that's what happens. Something that weighs 6 pounds carries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds of stuff. Oh, and I'm still on the Windroid, by the way. Okay, I really like Windroid. Mobility plus plus indeed. There's something bad in there. There's a frame in there. Whoever you are, well, you're the only hope anyone has. Who am I? I'm Murdoch Raskowicz. I'm a man who never wanted to go to Mars, who never wanted to be a scientist, but I've got some deft fingers and a mind for security protocols, and when I see something I like, I take it. I've made a name for myself without a scientific breakthrough of my own. Too bad thieving isn't the answer to this mess. I work in Herbert Research as a lab assistant, but really, what I was doing was scalping research and selling it to labs back on Earth. Mars didn't have the restrictions Earth did on research, and a lot of research came to MPO with the intentions of doing research not allowed on Earth. Albert West was one of those hopeful scientists. That's me. That's us. While he was experimenting on humans with nanomachines to cure some sort of Alzheimer's mutation. I worked with him for months and saw a potential for more than just profit. The effects of one sample were, let's just say, too good to pass up. I've conducted a test of my own. I regret that I ever did. I should have never approached Murray. I've trapped that bastard in his own panic room. But I've got a lot I need to get off my chest. Well, that's good. I bet you the panic room has the other confession. And I bet you that's the panic room across the way. The flashlight is actually making it harder to see their attacks. The main selling point of West nanomachines was how they operated. These little robots would be injected into a benign location and travel through the blood to the brain on a mission to remove plaque and rebuild lost tissue. They self-propagated through the bloodstream, harvesting iron and other metals from the blood cells to replicate. Self-propagating nanomachines and related research is strictly prohibited on Earth. West's sample was worth a fortune. At first, West was using synthesized flesh and brain matter to test, but he couldn't get accurate data without a living test subject. The robots were overzealous in their objective and started breaking down flesh simply so it had something to repair. He scaled back the aggressiveness and limited how often they could replicate. He was taking it in the wrong direction. I could feel the cash slipping out of my fingers. I framed West, swapping a failed sample with his current test samples. It was perfect, except for one thing. He lived. I guess he's a bit more spry than he looks. Luckily, the murder of his test subject got him thrown in prison by Mars security. Murray probably had something to do with that, now that I think about it. West was locked up tight. I took the remaining samples and boxed them up, giving them a fancy name, Minerva. Minerva was worth a lot in the hands of someone capable. I thought that someone was me. I can't believe what an idiot I was. Don't want the fitness tracker. So many frames. I presented the research to Murray as if it were my own, but he knew I was full of shit. He knew I was on Mars in the first place. I thought he'd report me to the board, strip me of my position in front of my peers, make an example of me. But he promoted me. He said he could trust me now, because now I knew who held my leash. That's the thing you need to know about Murray. He only trusts people he can control. He saw the results, and he wanted more. Obviously, I wasn't able to do that, and the only guy who probably could was in prison. Murray tasked me to find capable researchers and assign them to the project. Maybe I was lucky. that West fell into my lap in the first place, because none of the others even had a clue where to start with self-replicating nanomachines. I don't see why he wanted to push the research further anyway. Minerva was good enough on its own to sell. It could have been worth a fortune to various labs back on Earth. These big-shot visionaries can't appreciate a proven business model. Research is something you can get a ton of return on if you sell it to everyone at the same time. I was getting paid pretty well, though. Eventually, I stopped protesting his decision to keep it. I was too busy enjoying the luxuries of Mars to care anymore. I was getting what I wanted. Murray wasn't through. It quickly became an obsession. Now another big room. Okay, all the panic rooms. Oh, sweet lord. Oh, I should be running another med kit. I'm pretty hurt. Oh man, this is gonna be a long episode. Do I call it here? I think I do. I think we call this the episode. I think we call this an episode, because that way we have the finale and possibly final thoughts all in one episode, and I think that is a good plan. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time, but until then, keep your gears turning.